Champ is here. Hey, man, I know you're like, damn, he didn't even let us get into it. But listen, man, the champ is here. I know, man. I couldn't. I could not let y'all wait, man, because today is a special day for me. I never thought I'd be reacting to my own content. I said I would walk down content, but I didn't think it would be my own. Listen, this was requested. So this is what we gonna do. I'm Sir FH. This is Champ Talk Reaction. Here we gonna react to everything popping, grooving, moving, and shaking in the community. And the culture is who we do it for. It just is what it is. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. I want to thank y'all for taking this walk with the champ. I do. I want to thank y'all for having a little talk with the champ. I do. Man, this is special. This really means something to me. For those who don't know, man, I competed with the World Class Athletes program for about 8.5 years. Man, and if anybody know about the Army's World Class Athletes program, you know what type of elite boxers go through that program. All right, not gonna hold you. I had about 135 amateur fights, 12 professional fights, and I had to bring my career to an end. Man, my I tore both my shoulders, both elbows are messed up, my left hand is messed up, so I had to get my hand wrapped a certain type of way. I loved boxing, man. I would have never stopped if I felt like I could still compete at the level that I was competing at. That just was not the case no more, and that was a harsh reality for me. You know, that was really a hard. That was hard to come to grips with, but it was a decision that I had to make to be healthy, man. It was a decision, like literally, man. Boxing is hard on your body. It's days I barely can raise my arms, and that's on everything. My shoulders, both of my shoulders are still torn to this day. I know they're like, damn, but you a noob, and you just be listen. That doesn't mind your business. Nah, man, but just seriously, man, this fight right here was um the fight leading up into the 2011 Olympic trials. They hold the Olympic trials a year before, so the Olympic team has time to go to their qualifiers to see if they qualify for the Olympics. All right? You just because you win the Olympic trials don't mean you compete at the Olympics. You have three chances to make it. You have three different tournaments to go to, and if you place in those tournaments, then you get your bid. The same with the World Championships, right? The same with the Pan American Games, which I competed in. I had to go to a couple different countries to compete. One of them I pulled myself out of it after I got to the championships because I had my berth already. I'm not gonna tell you that Puerto Rican cat was scared as hell. He was. Seen me fighting every day. The first night I beat the dude from Panama in Panama. The Puerto Rican dude was just looking like, damn, I know I'm gonna have to fight him. His bracket, I'm in mine. I'm walking them down. Listen, I'm here with it. The next night, I forgot who I fought. I'm not gonna hold you. Tough fight. Blew him out the water the last few rounds. Got to the third fight. Came to the weigh-ins in the morning. I let him know. Listen, hey, I got the Olympic trials coming up. My hand hurt. You know, I'll take this silver medal. I'm gonna compete at the Pan Ams against these guys. Little did I know I was gonna draw Cuba. Oh shit! And if anybody know about amateur boxing, man, they know what Cuba is. They know what Cuba is. You know what Ukraine is. You know what some of those Germany teams are. Y'all know what they are. Y'all know what the US is. I was really blessed to be able to be in the ring with some of the best in the world. to be number two in the world out of all the militaries in the world when a lot of those guys were Olympians, that was a blessing. That was hard work, man. That was dedication. I'm preaching, man. I need to stop. I just want to let y'all know, man. I really did this. Anyway, man. Walk with the champ, man. Talk with the champ. We're gonna go ahead and walk this down, man. Let's see what we got going here.
Bell.
I'm in the golden book.
And there it is. This 114-pound championship.
I know. Listen, I know. I gotta have wings. Hey, listen, y'all know. Y'all probably stopped the screen too. Like, damn, 114. Yeah. He's had to cut, 14 pounds. He's had to cut, anywhere from 14 to 15 pounds to get down to this weight. And if you were a former boxer, former wrestler, you know what weight cutting is. We cut this weight, weigh in the morning, eat, you know, hydrate up. Later on that night in the amateurs, you don't get a whole 24 hours. Later on that night, you in the ring. So I'm in the ring now. I'm easily 121. Easily. Easily, especially because I know I don't got to fight the next day. In the amateurs, you got to make weight every night that you fight. It was nice that it was days that I had to fight, 4 days in a row. So I had to be this way. Man, listen, I'm in there every night for an hour after my fight. Working out. Trying to get back down. Like, dang.
Bout is underway. That's John Franklin, by the way, in the gold and in the blue. Alex Diaz of the Marine Corps. And again, you judge by their gloves. Diaz with the blue gloves. Franklin with the gold uniform, the Army uniform, red gloves. Comes out aggressive, Bert.
He does, but you can see that the height difference.
See right there, that's called the check hook. That's called the check hook. A lot of y'all might remember that when Floyd Mayweather knocked Ricky Hatton into the belt buckle. That there was a check hook in the corner, out the corner. That's what that is. And my hands down like this is just me baiting. This is actually my first time ever fighting at that weight. So, this was me trying to see how good I could feel at 114 really. So this was a fill out fight for me, man.
And if Diaz keeps it on the outside, that's his advantage.
Round number one just underway. John Franklin trying to control the ring. But both boxers early on here, Bert, trying to get a feel for their opponent.
Well, there's a little bit of a feeling out process. It's early yet. Each of them is trying to set up if you will, their attack. They've got game plans that have yet to be put in place.
Well, John Franklin goes up by virtue of landing a blow.
Y'all see it? Like right there, man. That was a nice little combination. I really wasn't putting all my weight behind those punches. I really was trying to blind them with some speed right now. And dude was kind of strong right off of the bat. I could feel the punches, and I normally in a fight is weird because sometimes you can't, and it's not because the adrenaline, because you've been in the ring so many times. Like once you've been in the ring that many times, like that, you still get the butterflies, but the adrenaline don't be all pumped up like that. He I think he hit me with a jab, and I felt the power. So I was like, want to establish this speed real quick, and then I'm gonna let him feel some thump. You feel me? Pause.
Blow on the front part of the torso, according to at least 3 of the 5 judges who are ringside. And you like to reach on Diaz, but if it doesn't connect, he doesn't score.
No. You have to hit with the white part of your gloves, and you have to score, and you have to wake up the...
Solid pull counter right there. Solid pull counter. He didn't see it. But that's something you learn as boxing, like as you continue to box, as you continue to grow in the sport. I would hope that you would. But a lot of people just want to go in and fight. Look, I be looking. I really be knowing what's going on in the ring. The way that I was sitting back like this, the way that I was sitting back on that back foot, it should have let him know that I was ready to throw the right hand. So y'all like, well, what should he have done? He should have stepped off. He should have stepped off or he should have stepped over. One of the two. Now he could have baited. He could have acted like he was gonna throw his jab. He could have acted like it. And then soon as he fainted with the jab, and he seen me throw the right hand, he could have came right back with the hook. Or he could have came over the top with his right hand. But he wasn't thinking like that. I'm already there. I'm already there. And I'm already 2-3 steps ahead of him. I can see exactly what he want to throw.
Judges. Oh, look at that.
Nice combination, by the way, by John Franklin.
Get the jab.
He's quick on his jab, too, Bert.
Well, he's faster right now, and he's moving in and out quickly. There was an...
He caught me with an uppercut there. They didn't register it, though. He caught me with an uppercut. Playing. Inside. Playing. My defense is solid. Like I got long ass arms. I could cover my whole body with my whole torso with my arms. And so playing. Like I want to get hit in this moment. I want to get hit because I want him to know that his power does nothing to me. Y'all wondering why that didn't register on the score up there. Cause 3 out of the 5 judges have to see that punch land. 2 of them are on the left and the right over there. They probably couldn't see that punch. The 2 behind us and then the one on the other side of him, they probably could see it. But because my hands is like this, they probably can't see that punch land, even though my head went up a little bit.
An uppercut by Diaz. Didn't register on the judge's button or scorecard.
It's a computerized algorithm that when 3 out of those 5 judges press that button, within a second of each...
See, right there again, I was waiting on it. I could have done it again, but I changed it up. I went defensive that time instead of just throwing the right hand because I'm setting this up.
Then it registers in the computer as a scoring blow.
Who's this guy, Al Rhythm?
They taught me something about that in school.
Oh, nice. And he got a...
Hey man, something you boxers don't do, or you guys should, work on a little bit when you in the gym is leading with the opposite hand. A lot of people love to lead because we are naturally leaders with that hand, with that lead hand. Everything off the jab. That's what your coach going to. Everything off the jab. Bing, 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 everything off the jab. And that's perfectly fine. If you are quick and you listen, not even if you are strong, if you lead with your opposite hand sometime, bro, you're gonna catch them off guard. You're gonna catch them off guard. Y'all see, I'm already going up. It's for a zip right now.
Another point on that, probably the left hook that was that 3-part combination.
Nice flurry. He likes to lead with that left. Also, he's got a good cover. Keeps both gloves close to his chest.
And you'll notice in the pre-fight interview, the profile, Diaz says that getting hit starts as a...
I want y'all to see that too. I'm not gonna replay it, but you seen it. There's a difference in everything I do, man. Everything I do. You'll see the jab. Bing. I'm really not trying to touch you with the jab. And then I hit you with the jab. Bing. I'm there. Like mentally, man. Every time that you think that you're about to do something in this ring, I'm going to do something. That's why I love boxing so much, man. You can outthink somebody and outwill them and beat their ass at the same time. That's just real, man. Like, I really love boxing, man. I know, listen, I'm sorry. I get passionate about boxing, man. I really do.
Adrenaline. Well, he better get his adrenaline and other things starting soon.
Again, John Franklin with a nice left jab.
Nice angle. Did you see him come in under?
Very nice move. But, you know, Diaz is not backing away, Bert.
No, but he better do something by letting his hands go. It's not just a pursuit. It's effective aggression, it's called.
Under 20 seconds to go in the first round.
And he got another point with
That right there, man, that's called an up jab. Man, I got long arms, man. So, like, when I have my arms down, my hands down to my side, it's easy for me to just throw the jab up sometimes. And it catches people off guard because they used to seeing the jab come straight. Bing. You know, they used to seeing that jab go straight down the pipe, man. But because, like, you know, because I'm able to throw the up jab so smooth, it catch them off guard, man, a lot. So, I mean, hey, man, I used to have fun with that punch, man. Sometimes the bolo, we call the bolo, that's the back uppercut. It's a long uppercut, bing. Like, people normally don't expect it.
double left hook, sort of a la Tyson-esque.
Conscious of where he is in the ring.
And he's playing a little bit with him now.
Just a little bit. A little bit of cat and mouse as the final seconds of round one wind down. Both boxers will return to their corners. Franklin to the red corner, Diaz to the blue corner, and of course our ring official over in the neutral corner.
And you'll notice Franklin played a little bit to his crowd because this is really for bragging rights.
Man, in my corner, man. First of all, there's Coach Jesse Ravello, man. If you've been around boxing, you know Coach. In my corner, man.
There's head coach Jesse Ravello, the United States Marine Corps, talking to Alex Diaz.
You're going to stop him in the track. The only way you can do this, if you let your hands go, put your combination together. All you're doing is throwing in the air. You're not even making contact.
All right, he wants you to make contact, keep the combination going, and come back with the right hand, Bert. Sound wisdom.
That's what we mentioned in the first round. You got to let your hands go.
Pull that right hand hard, and then throw your combination. Otherwise, we got to stop this fight, okay?
And listen, man, they told him they would have. He was trying to motivate him, man. He told him we're gonna have to stop the fight if you don't really go out there and do what you're supposed to do. But hey, he's going up against somebody right now with a lot of experience, and that's how it goes when you box it open. When you box, as soon as I turned open, I turned open my second fight. My second fight, I had to fight a dude with 41 fights. Third fight, I had to fight a dude with 80 fights. It only went up from there. I didn't really get the whole novice experience, man. I had the fast track. But then, and like I was about to say before, man, in my corner, legendary coach, man. This guy, man, means so much to me, dogs. Coach Abdullah, man. Bashir Abdullah, man. One of my, man, I'm telling you, man. The guy means so much to me. Seen so much in me so quick, man. You know, I remember calling Coach, hey, Coach, get me out of Kansas City. It's getting bad. Not just bad. Not like, listen, it was some stuff going on. A lot of y'all know that, man, boxers generally don't come from the burbs. I mean, hey, but you know, they make them anywhere. But I'm just saying though, I had a lot of stuff going on, man. That you know, it just is what it is. That was where I was at. You know, when Adrian Bronner back in the day said, you know, boxing turned me into a square, like it really did. It turned people into shapes, bro. It turned you into a square. You learn about yourself. You learn you learn how to control yourself, control your temper. You got to. Like, you know, it took me a while to do so, but I did. Coming from that environment, man, it sometimes it be, you know, it will be easy to go back. When you got good people around you, man, that's looking out for you. Like Coach, man, he was always been a mentor to me, man. I still could reach out to him every time I listen. You ask Coach Abdullah, who's one of his favorite athletes of all time, he gonna tell you John Franklin. He gonna tell you John Franklin. That hey, and then my homie Joe Goose. Joe Goose really took off, man. He was one of my teammates at first. Started studying under my coach, under Coach Abdullah, Coach Lev, and then just took off. Now you see him everywhere. You know, he was a crucial part of me getting started in my boxing career. Like, if he didn't have to stop being my coach either, though, because of the Olympic team and all that, who knows? I'm not gonna hold you. The chemistry, man, as a coach and an athlete was just tremendous. But that's neither here nor there. Those are my dogs. It ain't nothing that can happen to either one of those men that if they with me that don't happen to me. It just is what it is.
Usually the harshest thing you can say to a fighter, we're going to stop this fight if you don't follow my instructions.
That's called a retirement. And in Olympic-style boxing, that towel can come in from the corner if the coach feels.
Oh, he won't. He's just trying to exhort him.
That he does. Well, let's see what happens as we get into round 2 of this 114-pound gold medal match. And I'll tell you, Diaz comes out a little more aggressive here in the second round than he did in the first.
Look, he came out aggressive, man, because his coach told him he was going to stop the fight if he didn't. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real with y'all. His coach could have got him messed up. His coach could have got him messed up. I love Coach Jesse, though. Coach Jesse already knew what was going to happen in this fight. But listen, he really could have got him hurt. I'm not making no excuses at all. If I was already used to this weight, and he did that, out like that, man. Like, literally, this is my first fight at 114 ever. I'm trying to make sure I still feel strong at this weight. This right here was a fill out fight for me. No. Now, if he would have caught me at 119 where we was at, like he would have came out like that, I would have hit him with the bing, 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 like quickly. But what that does with the way that he came forward just like that, right? And reckless. You know what happens? You open up. You open yourself up to get caught with things that you probably wouldn't have got caught with, but he was already getting caught with them anyway. What could he like? He really didn't have anything to do. That's a sign of desperation. And I'm chilling.
I think he listened.
It appears that way, doesn't it?
Nice blockage.
There you see the deliberation between two boxers. This is classic Olympic-style boxing. Not a lot of slugging, not a lot of pounding. But a good left that time by Franklin, who follows nicely with a combination.
A double left hook. Another one. Another one.
He is very effective.
Well, you notice he moves in and out. He lands his punches and gets right back out.
Again, y'all seen it in the first round. In the second round when I came out, the counter pull again. He blocked it. He was looking for it. Right? But when the action started to heat up, look what happened. He forgot. He did not see that I did the exact. Listen, I set this move up the exact same way. The only difference is that the competition started to heat up. That's why as a competitor, man, when you are competing at an elite level, you got to be able to keep your mentals. Because if he would have caught his mentals, he would have seen that right hand coming again. But he didn't. That's desperation right there. See, everybody know, man, that's when you competing, you still got to compete smart. I'm just talking shit because listen, I'm just being honest. Listen, if he was really smart and he would have really seen that I did it 3 times. Why? Because I'm going to do this until you stop it. That just is what. Listen, that's the same thing if you're on the court. If you're on the court and I cross you over and then I go up with the left hand, I do it again and work again. I'm going to keep doing it until you force me to go to my right. It just is what it is. Hey, and if you are a boxer, man, you gotta look for tails. It's just like poker. Come on, man. I like at this point because I'm up 5 points. I know already. I can do what I want. The stage isn't gonna get too big for me at this point.
Oh, and the right hand leads.
You talked about style. How would you describe his style quickly?
Well, it's herky-jerky and unorthodox, but very effective because you don't know where in the dickens he is. There are times he's looking like he just took a 4-way cold tablet and had to run 3 more ways to catch up with it. Look at him.
That's true. A lot of people would call me an unorthodox fighter, even though I fight orthodox. Um, because I could punch from certain angles that most boxers just don't box from. They don't punch from. I'm able to get to a certain type of angle and get a good punch off. I can move and still be in position to box, not really be off balance at that time. Now there was times where I would get greedy and I would get off balance, or I would just be messing around, get like, and just get myself out of boxing position. But for the most part, I pretty much stayed cool. I stayed cool and I stayed on my feet. I just made it do what it do, man. You see it. Keep taking this walk with me, man.
He's got a nice lead, though, at this point. 7-1 here as we come near the
And he's
midpoint of
carrying
round 2.
the action, Ben.
He is. He is on the attack, Bert. But Diaz will not back down. You've got to credit Diaz. Even though he's on the backside and has taken several blows, he continues to move forward. I like that in a boxer.
I do too, but you'll see that as Franklin moves back and forth, Diaz is sort of left looking for him, almost as if he's looking for the breadcrumbs. He's not cutting off the ring, he's just following him.
Well, it looks like John Franklin refuses to let the ring be cut.
Listen, and I hope that y'all can see, especially people who box. I hope that y'all can see that I'm using multiple defensive positions here, multiple defensive styles. All right? I'm using my eyes. I'm using my eyes. So you can see the counter pulls. Those are eyes. Right there. I'm palm, but I'm doing it from the shoulder roll position. Bing. Quick little catch. Right? And then there's times where you see me walk him off the ropes or like getting off the ropes, I'm walking towards him just to push him back with my hands up. He's not gonna be able to punch me. He can't hit me because I can cover my torso and my head where the headgear stop. So it's like, yo, like where he's gonna punch me at. But that's another style of defense. And then I'm using my feet. And the reason why is you got to have more than one. Why? Because you see what happened to Roy Jones. You see what happened to Roy. And that's no shade. Roy is one of my favorite fighters ever. He only had eyes. He had eyes and head movement. As soon as it slowed down, soon as the reaction speed slowed down in his body a little bit, boom, he got caught. Never been the same since. Because he really didn't practice the other. He didn't practice the other. My coach Bashir Abdullah, man, was a technical coach. He told me from the jump, you a little dude. You my size. He used to fight with 112. He don't want baby get down there. I'm not even gonna hold you. He told me, he said, if you want to come to WCAP, you gonna lose weight. You gonna get down. Damn, all right. I guess I ain't got a choice. If I done it, you can do it. It was around 130. Me too, coach. Yeah, I know. You my size, fool. Hey, I respect that man. Hey, he used to tell me all the time, hey, Frank, man, if you was as dedicated outside of the gym Cause like on runs, man, regular runs, I would be in the back. Like my whole team, I'd be in the back. Hey, shout out my boy Downs, man. He would be back there cruising, chilling with me, man. My boy Goose would be gone heavyweight, first one out, gone. Me, I'm back there with the super heavyweight Shep. We back there chilling. Hey, Quinn McCoy, easy back there chilling. Listen, man, I love boxing, man. Hold up.
Cut off. He refuses to be backed in either onto the ropes or into a corner.
And there he goes. Fast hands, fast feet, fast thinking.
John Franklin from Fort Carson, Colorado. Member of the Army's world-class athlete program. He's 27 years of...
Look, again, the difference is that time I just shortened it. With the right hand, I shortened it up. I like the first two were real like pulls. This one was a short one. Because I knew he would probably be looking for the regular pull. This one was just a quick one. Boop, bop, right back. Cause I knew what the second punch was that I wanted to land. I was trying to land the 5, which is the lead uppercut. Well, not the lead uppercut, but it's the uppercut with the lead hand. So I was trying to throw that, but I wanted to hit him with a 2-5, which we would call that. So that's what happened. And I think I caught him with it. And right now I think he's hurt.
Of age. He's been boxing for 8 years and it shows. This is the experience.
He just hurt him to the body, and the referee's warning him it was a kidney punch.
The referee can do that. He does not have to take a point away, but he will stop
him
it.
go to the body.
There they go.
Scoring to the body, Franklin is. Time and time again.
Good left. Nice barrage onto the torso, and he follows it up with a left as they come back to the center of the ring. 30 seconds remaining in round 2.
Each waiting for the other so that they can counter.
He missed on a left. Almost felt the wind here.
I tried to smoke him with that hook. Hey, I'm glad you got out the way, buddy.
He's air conditioning the first 3 rows, man.
That's okay. He keeps coming back and coming back. And then he gets warned for hitting with the open face portion of the glove. Again, the white knuckle portion is what counts as round number 2 comes to an end. And the boxers return to their corners.
Listen, man, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I think I done wrong that round. What I feel like I done wrong or what I could have done better was after I noticed I had him hurt, I should have chilled out. I did want to jump on the opportunity because I knew I had him hurt. I could have done it way more effectively had I not rushed back in there. I seen the effect that body shot had on him, and I got happy, like punch happy. And really, in that moment, I should have waited just a second, still applied the mental pressure. So right back in his face, caught him with another jab or a right hand or even the same combination just to see if it was still there. And if it wasn't, should have went to the other side because I seen that his body was weak a little bit. But in that moment, I was happy. The crowd was hyping me up. I was punch happy. I wanted to show them how strong I was. I wanted to show myself how strong I was at this weight. So I just kept going to the body. And then I actually crowded myself a little bit instead of being able to just control that portion of the fight. Even though I controlled it, I didn't control it effectively.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for round 3 of the 114-pound championship bout. Plus, we'll have all the action in the 123-pound weight class coming up later in the show. Welcome back to the 2011 Armed Forces Boxing Championship. We dedicate our coverage to all those fighting the good fight downrange. Now let's get back to the action in the 114-pound bout in this third and final round. The Army's John Franklin has a sizable lead over Marine Alex Diaz.
This is it.
Last round, man. Last round.
Van, it's do or die for Diaz high. If he doesn't do something here, it's Franklin's bout, and it's his to lose, not to win. He's already got that halfway in the bag.
Well, again, Diaz, the challenger, Bert, has 2 years of boxing behind him.
And look, because this round is, you see I'm up so much, I'm not going to play the whole round.
Compared to 8 years for John Franklin.
That's a solid combination. And that's what I mean by unorthodox too. Like, you see that I'm moving around the ropes, come to a stop. Bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? And my feet were not set. But soon as that right foot touched the ground, bing, I'm ready to go. Some boxers have to actually stop and like get themselves back and get themselves ready. Like, no, I can just move and just ping, quick, ping, ping. Like, and you don't even know that the punch is coming because you think that I'm moving around the rope. So you focusing on cutting the ring off, but I'm focusing on setting you up with this right hand, just like I did there. Then I hit him with the double body. I mean the body head, ping, ping. Like it just comes so naturally.
John Franklin was a silver medalist in the World Military Boxing Championships previously in 2007. In fact, last year in the National Championships, he was the bronze medalist.
Look at this. He's taking it to Diaz.
There he goes.
All right. So y'all see the combination that just played. That's what I mean. That's what I should have did the second round. That right there. And then you see what happened again. I got punch happy. I'm not gonna cap. I was trying to listen. I'm trying to get as many points as I can. I know he's not gonna come back. But a part of being a boxer is also closing the show. To be able to close the show, my first time fighting at this weight, yes, I fought before a bunch of times. But fighting at this weight is different. That brings on different challenges. Your body feel different in the third round than it's ever felt before. Your body feel different when you gotta go for it, when you gotta even going forward when it was 4-2 minute before. Body feel different when you go to a new weight class. Or if you go down a weight class, it's definitely gonna feel different. You don't know if you're gonna start catching cramps. You just don't know. But in case it happened, I wanted to close the show. But again, like I said, I could have done it way more effectively just after I landed that punch. Bing, bing, bing. You seen him on the ropes. You seen him on the run. He like, I got to get the hell up out of here. It's hot. It's hot under them lights.
As we talk about him, he decides to turn it up.
I love those Fab Five trunks, don't you?
I think so. I mean, they come down below the knee.
They were taken off, I think, the University of Michigan basketball.
I was going to say, when you think of Fab Five, we think of your alma mater for law school, Bert Sugar, the University of Michigan. Well, Diaz, he's got to find a home quickly, but a nice cover right there by Franklin. He refused to allow Diaz to get those gloves through for scoring blows.
And he walked right through him.
He did. And he has a sizable lead right now, 13-1.
And right-hand leads, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but he did it a la...
Man, y'all see that? That's off the rope. Ping, ping. Just first of all, these are just throwaway punches, really. These are what we call pop shots. I'm not throwing these to land these hard. These are just to blind you. Ping. Oh, damn. Ping. Oh, damn. And then I came back with the jab. Ping. Like, I'm literally I'm having fun. Knowing that I can do anything I want and you can't do nothing about it. I'm not gonna lie, I've been there. Listen, my first national title I ever I fought Gary Russell. I know what it's like. Russell is a world champion. At 126, 130, he is a world. Listen, I know what it's like because that was my first national title bout. I think it was my second. My first one was against Aaron Alafa. Hey, Aaron, I broke his rib I broke his rib the next time that we fought. But still, great body puncher, by the way. That's all I got to say about that. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna end this there, man. This was like this. I didn't know that this was gonna take this long, but because this means so much to me, I mean, it's only a minute and 37 seconds left, but I beat him. I think 15-2 or something like that, 16-2, something like that. Um, he he was outclassed. He was outmatched, man. Um, this is just one fight that I had that could easily just pull up, man. It's easy, and there's another one that is on here. I think from the same one. Just I think a couple of years before, fought a tough dude from Cali. Um, but yeah, man, like, listen, man, I love boxing, man, and here every now and here we are also going to produce some boxing content. There will be a little bit of because I love. There's just a lot of things that I am interested in. The relationship stuff is cool. The battle rap stuff is cool. The other sports are cool. Boxing is my love. I want to thank you guys for taking this walk with me tonight, man. This was a good one for me. Um, like, and this was like for real, man. I don't really watch my own fights, cause it's just hard. I still love boxing so much. And sometimes like even like I love supporting my boys, man. Shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford, man. That's like my family, man. Um, Shout out to the whole Crawford team. Shout out to Coach Lev and Triple Threat Boxing in Colorado, man. Shout out to Downs, man. That was my roommate, my coach. Shout out to all the people that came through All Army Boxing and the WCAP boxing program. While especially while I was there. Shout out Torrance Daniels, man. Really took me under his wing when I first got here. And if I think he had 300 something fights, man. He won 295 of them. Crazy. And that's who I got to learn from. That's who whooped my ass every day in the gym. Until one day I got pissed off and I remember him coming in the locker room and he which he always would do, man, a good big brother to me. He always would come in the locker room afterwards and he would be like, "Yo, Frank, this is what you did wrong. This is what you getting better at. This is what you need to do." Um, I was pissed. He beat my ass. I'm not gonna cap. And I think it was because I was catching up to him. And he had to let me know, like, you still a little bro. And I got happy, I think, the sparring session before because it was a decent sparring session. Because he could outclass me whenever he wanted to. Um but as I started fighting and fighting more and fighting more, getting better, being at that level, I'm like, once I start getting that being able to hang with him, I know I'm gonna be good enough to hang with anybody else. And he came in there and I didn't want to hear shit he had to say that day. And I didn't hear it. Matter of fact, I just know he said something and I left. I was pissed. And I came back to the gym the next sparring session ready. And he'll tell you, yeah, him and Coach Abdul will tell I was ready. It was a chess match in that mug. From there on, I never looked back. Never looked back. Taught me how to think in the ring. He had this sweet ass uppercut. Bing! But he would just like he literally would just catch you with that man. And it would be short, snappy, man. Like he really would catch you with it. It didn't look like it was a hard punch until you felt it. I'm not lying, bro. Like the smoothest uppercut, man. You know? Um, I really love everybody who impacted and helped my journey, man, helped me make it along the way because boxing really saved my life. boxing has, provided so much for me. Um, my daughter, um, and man, I'm trying not to, you know, get like hooked up because it just means so much to me, and the people that were around during my journey, man, Connor Johnson, Dustin Lara, um, man, all of y'all, man, y'all really are my peoples, man, for life. Zach Hardrick, man, you my brother for life, man. Sammy Vasquez, um, Jeffrey Spencer, man. We had our ups and downs, man, but we never really see eye to eye. But um, good dude for real. Um, man, Andrew Shepard. Man, I'm just trying not to forget nobody, man, before I cut this off. But I want to thank all y'all. Michael Benedoso. I can't forget you, man. Carrie Berry. Shout out to all the ladies that we had come through, the boxing females come through. Ronica Jeffrey, Andrea Peters, Kara Keegan, um, Alex Love, Coach Jackson, man, pushing me beyond the realms of pushing me, man, turned into a brother of mine. Shit, Coach Samad. Coach Samad, one of the realest dudes ever, man. He's the one who gave me the name Fast Hand Franklin. Sparring one day, man, see me, I think a 5 punch combination, something like that. I think I came right back with another combination, and he said fast hands, and then he said, "That's what I'm calling you from now on." So ever since then, it's been every thing I can think of has been fast hands. Fast hand Frank, Mister Fast Hands, Sir Fast Hands, Mister FHF, Sir FHF, Sir FHF, Sir FHS Stuck. Um, Fast hand Frank, man, that ain't never going no way. Downs did same way, man. Smashville, that ain't never going nowhere. Little G, Big G, Little G. That's Joe Goose and Gallegos, man. Those two G and G construction. Uh, man, Quentin Q. We just Dawkins, Dawkins, man, my guy. Uh, man, I just appreciate everybody, and man, yeah, this is a tough one. I thought it would be easy, but it's tough, man. And I know some of y'all like, man, why you don't come around a lot? Man, it's just cause, bro, I just be in my own little world, man. I still love all y'all, man. Y'all are my peoples for life. Um, and I hope that I've impacted your life in some way, cause y'all definitely impacted mine, man. So, without further ado, I want to thank y'all guys for having this walk with me, man. I mean, taking this little walk with me, man. Having this little talk with me, man. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Hey, man, y'all already know what time it is, man. Type in or tap out. The champ is here.